Edward S. Curtis, 1868 to 1916. Beginning in 1900 and continuing over the next 30 years, Edward S. Curtis, or the Shadow Catcher as he was known by tribes across the country, took over 40,000 images and recorded rare ethnographic information from over 80 American Indian tribal. Edward S. Curtis was born in 1868 in Whitewater, Wisconsin to his mother and father Asahel Curtis and Ellen Sheriff. Curtis never went to school for art and photography and even dropped out of grade school in 6th grade. Curtis taught himself photography in his youth and apprenticed to a portrait photographer in St. Paul, Minnesota at age 17. Edward married Clara J. Phillips in 1892 and had 4 kids, Harold, Elizabeth, Florence, and Catherine. In 1887, he became a partner in a portrait studio in Seattle where he experimented with new subject matter. In 1891, he took a partnership with Rothy and opened a shop named Rothy & Curtis. The partnership failed. He opened a new shop with a new partner named Curtis and Guptill. Curtis's specialty is photogravures, which is a photograph taken, then engraved on a metal plate. It has a very common theme among his photographs. He photographs mostly native peoples. In 1904, he was invited by President Theodore Roosevelt himself to photograph his sons. Also in 1904, he adds motion picture to his outfit. He becomes the first white man to photograph the sacred Yabachi dance of the Navajo. J.P. Morgan decides to fund the project The North American Indian, which is to produce a 20-volume illustrated text Native Americans. In August 1906, after making persistent inquiries for 6 years, Curtis is initiated to the Hopi Snake Dance Religious Society by the Shipalavi snake priest. He becomes the first and is believed to be the only white man to this day to experience all aspects of this 16-day initiation and ceremony. In 1907, the first volume of The North American Indian is published with a foreword by President Roosevelt. In 1915, he wrote a book called Indian Days of the Long Ago. For 5 years, only part of the project was completed. The American Indian Project took almost 25 years to produce and publicate. In 1914, he then made a film of the Kwakatoodle people called In the Land of Headhunters. In 1915, the U.S. enters World War I, which delays funding for his project. Right after this, Curtis's wife Clara files for divorce, and it is finalized in 1919. In 1924, he sold the rights to his motion picture In the Land of the Headhunters to the American Museum of Natural History. Edward S. Curtis died October 21, 1952, of a heart attack in Los Angeles and is buried in Forest Lawn Memorial Park.